Upon Entry is out in theaters, directorial debut of Alejandro Rojas and Juan Sebastián Vázquez. It's a Spanish thriller done partly in Spanish, partly in English, very small-scale, minimalistic movie. The story follows a couple, Diego and Elena, traveling from Spain to the US in order to live and work there. Upon entry at the New York airport, they get taken to a secondary checkup and then into an interrogation room where they begin being questioned increasingly hard, both together and separately. The probes become more and more invasive as the agents try to crack the facade and learn if there is something suspicious about these two, or maybe not. So, very simple premise, very short film, 77 minutes, only a couple of actors, and it all takes place essentially in like 3 rooms. It's carried largely by the dialogue and the performances, which thankfully are good and believable. The characters feel real, and they do seem like actual people might behave that way in a situation like that. Diego is clearly stressed out. His demeanor kind of suggests that he may be hiding some details and not being entirely truthful. And then once these details begin to come out, you're wondering, is this it? Is there something more? Or, because realistically, this one detail or these 2 details could be everything he was being stressed about. It does work as an explanation, but maybe there is more. Elena, on the other hand, is essentially, she's initially pissed off about the whole situation, being angry at the mistreatment, and then under the questioning, she begins to also suspect Diego and wonder how much is he hiding, and then question her own motivations. I think it's an interesting look into the post 9/11 and post-Trump immigrant control in the US, and it asks the question, is it perhaps too much, or is it justified? Are these methods and the way these agents speak to people and what they ask them about too much? Is it infringing on the rights of individual travelers? And then, of course, it's also about an exploration of a relationship that begins to crack under the stress of these questions, regardless of if they're justified or not. It asks the question, can the relationship survive a situation like that? Can it be that even though the people are innocent and at worst just somewhat dishonest with each other, can it be that going through this process breaks down what they had? I liked it. I liked the performances, as I said. I liked the ending, which is very abrupt, clearly to make a point in the end. It's certainly an interesting concept of a film and executed rather well.